heat. You mentioned that a lot of places in Europe don't have air conditioning. I was kind of shocked when I read that only 3% of homes in the UK have air conditioning. How are people staying cool without AC?
Well, it's a bit of a question of how you live, how you work, because, and that's sort of when we get into a bit of a social divide, also a geographical divide, but a social divide in terms of like, do you work inside or do you work outside? Do you work in an air-conditioned office, or do you maybe drive a bus that doesn't have air conditioning? If you imagine that you're, for example, a construction worker, which is not a very well-paid job in many parts of Europe, you probably live in an area of a town that is quite hot. There's studies that show that, for example, social housing tends to be in areas that trap heat in Europe. So you're waking up and it's warm. You may be going to work on a bus that's not air conditioned because you don't have a nice air conditioned car, and then you're working out in the heat all day, and then you're returning to a very hot home. So it's very, very difficult for some people to cool down.
Prepare yourself for a sleepless night. It is likely to be the hottest